Hey, I'm basically here to just do a PSA. Low-key a story time. But like, it's not a story. If you know me, right, you know that I don't need much. I'm perfectly happy to spend all day in my bed. When I do go out of my comfort zone, it's a big old deal. So, let me tell you about the most recent time I left my comfort zone. It's not a good story. It is currently Sunday. This happened on Thursday. I'm genuinely a fairly positive person. The glass half full, you know? This half full type of gal. When bad shit happens, I'm like, I don't know how to handle it. Disables my whole body. But anyway, I'm lucky in like the DMs. I'll DM popular people and I've gotten more replies than I would expect for being a Cape Townian gal out here in these streets. Let's talk about this one person that I got a reply from. I messaged him because he's like I don't want to say he's famous because I don't think he's famous. He's got a couple mil on TikTok, but that's as far as it goes because you know TikTok's just... I DM'd this guy because I thought our sense of humor was really similar because I followed his spam account. I followed his spam and I was like, oh my gosh, he's so funny. It's like same vibes. But he also frequents the area where I live. Yes. So I DM'd this person. I got a reply. Whoa. A lot of the time, I don't think I'm gonna get a reply. Why DM them in the first place? I think it's funny. One of the people, I will name drop him because he's not gonna see this. Vinny Hacker. I DM'd him in 2020. I said, what's up, shorty? And then the man replied, oh my goodness, I've called him shorty. I regret it immediately. So anyway, he replies, well, shit. Immediately, I'm putting like my sense of humor forward, not one of them boring ass gal. I know some of y'all right now are surprised that I have a personality. When I walk around, I look like I'm dead inside. I'm like a bee. I'm more scared of you than you are of me. You see? So, we started talking in September. It is now November. And he was flying overseas and doing everything, whatever. And then finally, he's coming back. Last week, he sends me a message on the plane, from his seat on his plane as he takes off. He's about to take off. Sends me a DM. I'm coming. We're gonna do something. Oh my gosh, you thought of me first thing. That's so nice. Sweet. He lands, I'm working, blah, blah, blah. On Wednesday, he's like, when are you available? And I'm like, any day after tomorrow because I had a driving lesson. And if you know me, I'm terrified of motherfucking driving. So I said any day after Thursday. Thursday comes, I go on my driving lesson, come home, check my phone for the first time in an hour. And he's like, oh, we're going to such and such place to watch the World Cup. Would you like to come with? I told this man, I don't. But then I'm like, he's making it sound so easy. Okay, I'll come. I've been to this place before. It's not scary. I'm gonna be in a familiar environment and meet this person in public. So it feels safe and easy. I live in the suburbs. He wanted to meet me the center of the city, which is like a 40-50 minute drive for me. My friend was coming with me. God bless this woman because she had to go through all of this by my side and she did not sign up for that. So I am frantically trying to get ready because I just found out I was going 2 hours before. I'm a fairly high maintenance. I take a while to get ready, especially when I'm going to see like a man of this status. I'm gonna stress because if I don't look right, I'm scared of the consequences. We know what these big for their boots men are like. I do my face. I didn't like it. I took it off. I started again. Load shedding. Couldn't see what I was doing. Eventually, we're just like so late that I just put on clothes. We get in an Uber and we go. I have no idea what I look like. I have drank 2 glasses of wine and taken an anxiety pill because I was shitting myself so much. We get there and I'm just trying to compose myself. And I see like this other girl that I knew that my dad is obsessed with, Andrea. What's the fuck y'all? Like, oh my god, slay. You're very cool. I didn't actually talk to her, that's a lie. We take a seat, we start watching the soccer, and it's really loud. There's a lot of people, so already I'm like, too much. And then he's like, we're here. We're sitting at an upstairs piece. So we go down the stairs, we come around the corner and I see him. He's wearing black cargo pants, a black hoodie, freaking bandana, because I don't know what's going on under there. It's not KSI. He's busy showing his tattoos to these people, and I show up and I'm like, hi, and he's like, hi. He gives me a side hug. I say hello to his friend. Mans takes off his shirt in the middle of this public place to show his tattoos, and he's wearing one of the slutty men gym tops under his hoodie, and I just look at my friend like, is this my For You page? No, this is real life. But my first instinct was to break the ice. I was wearing like a shoulderless top and I had just gotten a back tattoo, like there. So I just turn around and I'm like, yeah, slay. I accidentally stole some of the attention from him. I don't think man's like that. He breaks open a box of Sour Patch Kids. You are in Africa. Eat jelly tots. I don't know. You're gonna pay like $80 for a box of Sour Patch Kids where you can buy like a pack of jelly tots for 12 rand. Then they start walking. Maybe this guy's nervous and he can't like compute how to have a conversation. So me and my friend just follow them like lost dogs. Low-key embarrassing. And then they stumble across somewhere they like. Then we manage to like speak a few words to each other. Honestly, I'm enjoying the company of his friend more than him. I'm just trying to be like easy to talk to because they weren't. I felt like I had to like initiate every conversation. They lacked communication skills altogether. His friend wasn't that bad. His friend actually tried. Nah. Then he starts showing me pictures of his car on his phone because it was being serviced or something, and his Tinder notifications like going off. I didn't say anything when they were coming down. I ignored them, and then he starts, without me having to ask, he's like, oh yeah, I'm doing a YouTube video where I just swiped right on everybody. And then why did you get Tinder Gold? And he's like, oh, so I can get all the swipes. That actually makes sense. They get their food. I'm still trying to like make jokes and stuff. We go find a place to sit and we start watching the World Cup, and I'm like, I don't know who I'm supposed to support because it was Brazil versus Syria. He was like, Brazil, obviously. Why would you want to support Syria? And I was like, hey, they're going through a hard time. I didn't know how to interact with him. I kept like looking at him, waiting for him to make conversation. Then eventually he gets up and he goes and like talks to his friend on the other side of the table. I looked at my friend. This is not fun. This doesn't feel comfortable. It's like, and then he comes and sits down and I look back into him and his eyes are dead, but that might just be how he looks. He's a very handsome man. He's also not necessarily the type of man I go for, but I just loved his sense of humor so much. Maybe like 5 minutes after he sits back down after talking to his friend stands up and pretends to look at his phone, and he's like, oh shit man, it's Dylan's birthday party tonight. It's not tomorrow, it's tonight. And I immediately know what's going on because I'm not stupid. I have a brain and you are a horrible person. This guy's like, what? No, I thought it was supposed to be tomorrow. Do you think I'm dumb? You make me drive 40 minutes to see you, and half an hour in you're like, oh sorry, I have to go to a party, bye. So yes, that's exactly what he does. He gets up and he's like, well, guess I have to go to my friend's party, side hugs me and leaves. And I look at my friend and I'm like, I have never been treated with so much disrespect in my entire life, and that's saying a lot considering the people I've surrounded myself with in the past. Like, fam, I might be overreacting because shit like that has never happened to me before. So being a girl, you know where your first thought goes, well shit, he thinks I'm ugly. The fact that that is like a thing that happens. As a woman, right, if I showed up and like the person I was gonna see was not exactly what I thought, I'd stick it out. I'd give them the benefit of the doubt because they're a fucking human. They deserve that much. My friend is like, fuck, I'm calling us an Uber, we're leaving right now. And I was supposed to show up to this thing alone, and I last minute called my friend and I was like, please come with me because I've never really met these guys. It'll make me feel better if I at least know somebody there. And I was just thinking to myself, thank God, because if they had left me there alone, we get home, we're like, what the shite? For someone like me who never give men the time of day, I get burned so much for the amount of effort I put into relationships with men, which is zero. How do I keep being hurt by men? Not all men, there's some sweethearts. But yuri folk. Sorry, I took a brief intermission for my mummy to put baby nappy cream on my tattoo, and I don't want my shirt to stick to it. How do I want to end this off? With a shirt around my neck, apparently. I apologize, it looks like I'm wearing a snood. Now I'm kind of over this. The purpose of this wasn't to be a petty, butthurt girl trying to trash the guy that hurt her. It's not, because I couldn't give two shits. Yes, periodically I was upset because this man, he's a bummer. What do these men think are gonna happen? Like, what do they think's gonna happen? Do they think, no harm done, easy for me? At least I'm strong enough to like get over it. Had you done that to the wrong girl, you have no idea the consequences. Common decency, my guy. I don't want to be associated with a person that would do that to another human being. This is the first time I'm doing this, so I don't want it to all be like rawr, negative. Ladies, love yourself. I have decided to go Julia Fox. I don't want men in my life. Unless this man is so lucky I have not said his name, because I'm a nice person. Would be nice if everybody else had the same decency. Peace, love. River, mountain, fountain. Hopefully my misery was interesting. If you enjoyed this, thank you. Wow, I don't deserve that. Actually, I do. What I didn't deserve is this man treating me like a box of cereal. Love yourself. Älska dig själv. I got it tatted on me forever. Slay the he's and she's and theys. That felt weird. Bye.